How does it feel to be national champ?
I can't really believe it right now, so just kind of processing.
Have you stopped smiling? Because you get
Really not.
Yeah.
Tell me about the race. It was quick early on. You decided to lay off.
Yeah, so we kind of talked about it. We thought it would be kind of quick from the gun. I mean, like at first I was kind of like talking to my coach about what kind of 800 split he thought I could handle, and then eventually I think that kind of becomes pointless in the race. So he was just kind of like, don't worry about the splits. Kind of run your, like, I know it sounds cliche, but like run your own race and kind of don't necessarily go with the front pack if you think it's not sustainable, and then just be patient, and like maybe some girls will come back to you. And then I think I've been really working on like staying really patient, efficient. I think indoors I was quite bouncy in the race and like kind of wasted a lot of legs and energy, so working on staying a little smoother, tucking in, and then just being ready so that I can really get the most out of my kick. And that's kind of what I did, and then all of a sudden I was like coming on the last bend and I was like, wait a second, like I have some legs left, so let's see what happens.
At what point did you know that you were going to win the race?
Probably like, it's not even like, I don't know, 20 meters to go. Like you just don't want to like count anything out, because I've been on the other side of it and like catching people right at the line, and I didn't want that to happen to me, so I wasn't going to kind of celebrate too soon.
You got the 5 coming up pretty soon. What's your plan to recover from this and get ready for that?
A lot of fluid, some snacks, get my feet up, and kind of try to enjoy this a little bit. The double is fun because the second race has no stakes, so for me at least that's how I look at it. So I'm kind of just looking forward to going with that. Another painful 16 minutes, and then the end to a really lovely season and some rest.
What pace did he say you could handle the race with?
I don't know, we kind of talked about like 2:12 or 2:13 as something that felt a little more manageable. I don't actually even know what we ended up going through in, but we hung on, so yeah.
And what were you thinking when you got to the finish line?
I was just really happy. Like I don't think I really allowed myself to kind of believe that this was an option. And then last night my teammate Graham had an amazing race and came second. And for me that was like a real moment of like, I train with this guy every day. I see him at practice every day. I see how hard he works. But also like we're in this together. We've been kind of in it together the whole year. And if he can do something like that, then I can kind of do something like that. And if he can enjoy it and enjoy the process in that way and then get that amazing outcome, then that's an option for me too. So that was really like awesome momentum, I think, for our team and our little group that's here.
Maya, your consistency through all 3 seasons was amazing, but it was also building through all 3 seasons, right? I mean, like, you know, how excited were you that you just continue to get better and stronger and, you know, and more fit throughout the year?
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed cross this year, which was a huge change from last year, and a really welcome one. Cross last year was horrible for me, and I really had a great time this year. I loved indoors, and I feel like you don't really take that much time off between cross and indoors, so you feel like fit and fast the whole time. And then I think like the big thing for me this year that was different from last year was like having to kind of regroup after indoors, and it was like such an emotional high, and it all happened so quickly. So kind of taking the time to like step back, had a little calf thing, like just kind of figuring out how to start again in outdoors was tricky. And I feel like it's only been the last like month really in the postseason where I've like got my mojo back. But now that I'm here, like I'm very happy and I'm really excited for next year.
What's your like speed like? Because you know, with Tuli, people are like, oh, she doesn't have good speed, she's got to make it fast. But you're not known for having good. With the 800 PB, it's 209, and you won. So like how fast could you run 800?
I haven't run an 8 since Harvard Yale last year, and anyone that knows Yale's track, like it probably beats our track at Harvard, but it's not always like the quickest times come out of that track. But it's like always kind of a fun race for me, the 8. But I think I'd like to try and run a quick one next year, see what I can do. I ran the 1,000 this year and had a good time at conference, so I could try the 8. But unfortunately, for me, I feel like my body really enjoys the longer stuff, so I think I'll always trend like 5K. Kind of unfortunately, the 8's more fun.
I mean, coming into this race,